Hello everyone, and welcome to my presentation today. Today I'll be looking at the renewable energy and environmental health concerns that surround pollution. Have you ever wondered what the world would be like with little to no pollution? Well, I have. I regret to report that there's no such thing as global warming, but we just got our Fahrenheit and Celsius mixed up. I'm just playing around. I'm looking to look into the overwhelming factors of fossil fuels as well as promoting renewable energy. There's three things I want to talk about: the EPA, the IEA, and the CAA. The EPA is a U.S. government agency responsible for protecting human health as well as environmental and enforcing regulations pertaining to air, water, and land quality. It was established in 1970 under the Nixon administration. The IEA, which is an intergovernmental energy agency, is established in 1974 in Paris, France. It's looking to promote energy security and promote sustainable energy policies. The IEA is also looking to address global energy challenges such as reducing greenhouse gas emissions, improving energy efficiency, and increasing the use of renewable energy resources. The CAA, which is the Clean Air Act, was established in 1963, but it was since amended many times and changed the name because that was not its original name. The CAA regulates air emissions from stationary and mobile resources and sets national air quality standards and requires states to develop plans to meet those standards. The CAA also gives the EPA the authority to enforce that law and take legal action against violators. As I move on, I would like to take a look into the political/activist views of renewable energy. Renewable energy has become a political issue in the recent years. Eric Bradner of CNN on July 14th of 2020 states that Joe Biden wants to spend $2 trillion to promote clean energy projects over the span of 4 years, reducing carbon emissions by power plants by 2035. He wants to look to stabilize our economy for the future. The Environmental America in 2022 states that $700 billion to $1 trillion each year are spent on coal, oil, and natural gas. We suffer from the incalculable amount, and that relates to our health and environment. Various political positions on renewable energy are pro-renewable energy, skeptical renewable energy, and balanced. Pro means let's go ahead and invest our money into this and see what happens. Skeptical means I don't think we should do this. I don't think it's worth our time. Balanced means let's look at the pros and cons and see what we can do about it. Environmental and social priorities, and they will continue to shape the energy policies for years to come. UN gas companies on a forum said gas is believed to offer a complete and balanced transition. But Julia Steinberger, ecological economist at the University of Lausanne in Switzerland, says she told CNBC that's a classic one. We call it a fossil fuel solutionism, even though they are the problem. But how is that supposed to be the solution? I like how they're counteracting each other, because who knows who's right and who's wrong. As I switch from political views, I would like to take a look into stability and well-being. Energy poverty and access to electricity benefits of renewable energy in reducing greenhouse gas emissions. A quote from Susan Tierney of World Resource Institute states, "The reduction has made the switch very possible, providing that we used to pay $100 to $300 per year for megawatt hours about a decade ago, and now we see it to 44 to 50. Wow, that's a big change that I like to see, and that's what I want to enforce." Also, job creation and economic stability. A quote from World Economic Forum of 2022 states, around 2.7 million jobs are expected to be lost according to WeForm.org, but 10.3 million jobs are supposed to be available by 2030. This could be a big change for many people as they'll be losing their jobs, but getting a new source of income in a different field. As I transition from political/activist views and stability and well-being, I'd like to dive into transition impacts and benefits of renewable energy. A quote from Union of Concerned Scientists states that a groundbreaking study from the NREL explored a feasibility of generating 80% of our global energy from renewable energy sources by 2050. If this is possible, this is what the EPA and the CAA are looking to establish, as well as the IEA. A quote from a global sustainability journalist, William Lamb, says, "We'd love to transition overnight, and we can't. But we have to transition as fast as humanly possible, and we're not trying to do that. And one of those reasons is because these industries put themselves in positions to say, you still need us in the future. Who knows if we will or not, unless we try." It meant a lot to me that you guys watched my presentation. Also, I'd like to leave you guys with a little something. As President Barack Obama once said, we are the first generation to feel the impact of climate change and the last generation to do something about it. Although we live in a world that is primarily run by fossil fuels, and with no change over the past few years, and there's environmental concerns, we should look to rewrite the past and create a better future for all. Thank you, everyone.